Afternoon. We are doing some maintenance on my Champion dual fuel generator today. Need to get this prepped up for the upcoming hurricane season here in Florida. So we're going to do needs a new battery. First off, we're going to change the oil, do a new air filter, and then a new spark plug as well on this side. So I do run ethanol-free gas in all of my equipment, lawn equipment and this, and I also run this dry, so I end up shutting this off the fuel and let it run dry before I store it. So I haven't had any issues with the carburetor gumming up or anything like that. We've had this generator since 2014, 2015, I think, something like that. So yeah, it's lasted a while. We've used it a few times with the hurricanes and power being out for a while. So we'll go ahead and get started. We'll go ahead and replace the battery first off. We got to get it running temp warm on the engine before we drain the oil. Alright, so first off we're going to replace the battery. I bought this Mighty Max battery off of Amazon. It's a 12 volt. It's an 18 AH battery. I couldn't find a 15 AH, but it's recommended on here for 9,000, 7,000 generator, which is what we have. So I'll go ahead and undo the battery. My battery strap broke too. I did buy a motorcycle battery strap, thinking it would work, but it's too short. So may need to figure out something there with that. Alright, it's a 8mm in case you're wondering. 8mm and a Phillips head. The new battery came with some hardware as well. So yeah, looking at them, they look pretty much identical. Alright, with the battery on, we should be able to start it. Make sure. I think I had the fuel on. Yeah, the fuel's on from the other day. Trying to start it. Choke's on. She's nice and hot now. So on this, you have this little drain hose right here that comes off the side of the block there, and that's how you drain. So there's a little clip. We'll undo that clip and we'll get a pan and drain it there. Probably should have changed this a while ago. You're supposed to change it every 100 hours. And then obviously you want to change it every so often, maybe every year, every other year. I have not changed this since I've had this, so not ideal. Alright, that's it for the oil. Let me get a rag. manual says this takes 1.2 quarts of 10W30 automotive oil. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to do a quart and then we'll check it. So the manual says once oil has been added, a visual check should show oil about 1 to 2 threads from running out of the fill hole. So we're actually, yeah, we're almost there. Also says if you're using the dipstick to check the oil, do not screw the dipstick in. So place it in, pull it out. All right, yeah, it looks like we're about halfway up the dipstick between that and full, so we can add a little more. I don't know if it's actually going to be 0.2, but we'll add a little bit more. Oh, not smart. Alright, well, I'm going to say that's full. I think it air pocketed on me. Alright, don't do what I did there, but you can see it's right on the bottom of the threads. And yeah, it comes almost up to the full line on the dipstick, so we're going to call that good. Put this back in. And clean up the mess I made. Next on our service, we're going to do the air filter. So it does say you can clean this with detergent. I went ahead and I bought a new one. It was cheap on Amazon, so pull the 2 tabs on your cover off, pull this out. Doesn't look too bad actually. Then here's my new one. I'll put the link in the description. So with the new filter, you're going to want to saturate it in clean oil. I don't know which side's better. Yeah, it looks a little better. Okay, so I'm going to take some oil. Kind of saturate it in your hands. Typically got to do this on like lawn equipment filters too. Oops, maybe a little much. Okay, new filters saturated in. Yeah, this one's a little smaller, so it doesn't fit as well. So I'm gonna keep the other one and clean it, and I'll use that as well, but it'll work. Alright, so that's in. Okay, final thing we're going to do on our service is the spark plug. We'll pull our old one out. Okay, we got our new spark plug. It's a NGK. I prefer using NGK on everything. Again, I'll leave the link in the description of which one. So we want to check our gap. According to the manual, it should be between 28 and 31 thousandths. So currently it looks like we're about 24. So we want to bend that up a little bit. That's about it right there, about 29. Alright, torque's between 18 and like 21 point something, I think 21.2 foot-pounds. So we're going to go ahead and we got our torque wrench set to 20 foot-pounds. Okay. Put our cap back on, and that's the plug. So that's it for the service on this. Again, just an oil change, new plug, new battery, new air filter, and otherwise it's in good shape. Always recommend using ethanol-free gas, and recommend closing your valve, running it before you store it. And you could also go above and beyond and add some fuel stabilizer and stuff in it too as well. But again, I mean, this thing's sat, you know, we run it every year, but otherwise it does sit and still operates fine. Haven't had to rebuild the carburetor or anything, so she should hopefully start right up. Alright, hopefully that was helpful, and we'll catch you on the next one.